Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello once again, everybody. We are back with yet another severe weather live coverage. This is once again due to Tropical Storm Debby, which is currently moving through South Carolina at the moment and will continue to move through the Carolinas for the next few hours. You may notice I have my camera on this time around. Just because I'm experimenting. I'm experimenting, usually I don't. But I usually have my camera on in the videos, so I'm just experimenting at the moment. But otherwise, we are just currently seeing that the system is continuing to develop. This system isn't developing anymore, to be honest. It is weakening now since it's over land. However, we're seeing the tornado threat with the system. Let me change the scene to the radar. Just so you can see what this system has to offer, you can see quite a few areas of rotation that we are seeing, or at least one, which is specifically this one near Kinston, which is currently moving off to the east, and we currently are seeing that system continue to develop as it moves through. And that is likely going to be somewhat an area of concern as we move on throughout this period. So, this will be a system that will be on alert. And is that... Hello, Caleb. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So, we're currently watching this area of rotation near Aden. That is what we're currently watching. That's the current scene at the moment. We have a 5% risk currently in effect for tornadoes. Let me pull that up. Let me just briefly turn this off. Not that. Yeah, that. Just so I can pull up the SBC outlook. Alright, there we go. So there's the SBC outlook. Let me just change this screen. There we go. There's the SBC outlook. You can currently see that there is a 5% tornado risk in effect for this area currently in North Carolina and Virginia. It also moves a little bit, 2%, a little bit into Washington, D.C., and there towards central Virginia and eastern North Carolina. There is also a wind threat in Utah and Arizona. We're not really going to be covering that, but there is a small wind threat. That's why we have a marginal risk in that area. And we also have no hail risk, which is good news, but that is, of course, due to Tropical Storm Debby. Tropical systems don't usually cause hail, and if they cause wind, it's mostly associated with the tropical system, not with individual severe thunderstorms. So that's why we don't have a wind risk in that area. Also, the wind risk is actually lower anyways, because the tropical storm is weakening. So that is something to note. I'm just trying to look. Yeah, I forgot where I was for a second. But here we are. This is a 5% risk. It currently is in effect for Virginia Beach, Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, and Richmond, Virginia. And Virginia Beach is also, of course, in Virginia. All of these locations have to be hyper-weather aware. They have to be weather aware in this area just to be on alert. You have to be alert for possible tornadoes to spin up and develop in this region. It will definitely be a possible scenario to see a tornado within 25 miles of a given point. The 5% scenario to see a tornado within 25 miles of the point that you are located within. So it's possible if you are located in this 5%, that 25 miles within your radius, that means you could see a 5% chance of seeing a tornado in 25 miles of you. So that is what we're currently seeing in Virginia and North Carolina, and we are currently watching to see if any areas of rotation are developing. The one that's really catching my eye is this one near Aden, which really is trying to develop. I mean, it is a. I don't know if it deserves a tornado warning yet. Oh, new tornado warning. Let me change my Let me just change this real quickly. You might notice that I have to change this. There is one tornado warning active. Select color. The colors might change a little bit, because I don't know the exact color that we had, but just realize that. Alright, so currently one tornado warning active. We currently have another area of rotation developing just to the west of Kinston. That currently has developed towards the southeast and is currently moving towards the northwest, where it might end up impacting Snow Hill, which actually recently got a tornadic impact from a few, or close to a tornadic impact from a few systems overnight. I wasn't able to go live for that because I was asleep. I'm just gonna be truth with you. I was asleep. But sorry, I was just checking something. But that is what we're currently seeing right at the moment. An area of rotation near Kinston. Let me see if it's on the ground. It is not on the ground, but it's still a tornado warning in effect, so we still have to remain alert. We still have to remain cautious in the region near Kinston, because there is a tornado warning near you. All people in this area, what you gotta do in the event that you're placed under a tornado warning today, basically what you gotta do, you have to enter into your safe spot. What is your safe spot? Basically, your safe spot is the farthest away room in a building from the outside world. It's the room that is the most distant away from outside world connection. It is usually on the lowest floor of a building. It's usually on the lowest floor of a building, most isolated from any connection to the outside. And if you were to walk through walls, if you were in that room and you were to walk through walls, if you ended up outside, if you walk through any of those walls, then that room is not safe, and you have to enter into a room where if you walk through one of the walls, then you would be, if you walk through one of the walls, or all of the walls rather, then you would end up in other rooms rather than outside. So that is where you have to be. If you don't have one of those places in your house, then you have to move to another building that is sturdy, a building that is well connected to the ground so it can't be lifted or broken in any way. That is what you have to do. And you can see this area of rotation is intensifying. I don't know what that is, but that almost looks like a CC drop. I'm not saying it is, but it almost looks like it. If it disappears on the next frame, then we know it wasn't a tornado. But if it's still there and it intensifies, that means we have a tornado on the ground. If it starts to get those blue colors, that is when you can indicate debris is being lofted into the air. Debris that is not normally supposed to be in the air. So like house roofs. Objects that are not connected to the ground in your lawn. Something like that. This is currently over Trinity Woods, County Square Estates, and Holward. So all those areas, let me see if I can get a camera in this area. Yeah, I know. The other area of rotation, right here near Aden, you mean? That area of rotation is also looking interesting. So we also have to look at that. That was the area of rotation that I was pointing at before this tornado warning got issued. This is currently near Kingston Regional Jetport at Stallings Field. So let me see if I can get a camera near there. Where is it? Alright, wait, I gotta find Kingston first. Where's Kingston? Is this Kinston? No, Kinston's down here. There it is. Okay, so we do have a view of what appears to be a shelf cloud? I believe that's a shelf cloud. You see it in the view here. I can't get it any larger, but that does look like a shelf cloud. This doesn't update automatically. Let me just see where this is. Yeah, it's close. It's not quite looking towards the area of rotation. If you would see the area of rotation, it would be far on the right side, but I can't see anything from what it looks like. So we just have this view of a potential shelf cloud. It could even be a wall cloud. I'm unsure. Wall clouds are very rare here. That's why I don't think it's a wall cloud. But that is what we are currently seeing. Okay. Good news, that wasn't a tornado. That was not a tornado that we saw with that very slight debris signature. That was definitely not a tornado because it automatically disappeared by the next frame. So, don't worry, we don't have a tornado on the ground, but we still have to get into your safe spot if you live in Kinston, LaGrange, Snow Hill, all of those regions. We still have to get into your safe spot. This is currently moving over North Carolina Route 148 near Country Square Estates, Trinity Woods, and Hullwood. And it is eventually going to briefly parallel US 258 and head towards Wheat Swamp. So that is what we currently are seeing. Oh, I forgot to change the scene. My bad, but let me do that. There you go. Hello, Jay, once again. Hello. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that area of interest. Yeah, let me pull it up. How do I get rid of this? I don't know. Alright. So this is what we're currently looking at. You can see, that's Debby, right there over the Carolinas. Let's not talk about this yet, but, I mean, let me just show you the system that you might be talking about, Jay. I don't know why that's not working. Why is that not working? Is this like stalled? Alright, there we go. What? Why is the GFS not working? Yeah, that was better. I just had to move it up to the last thing because 12Z hasn't fully loaded in yet. There's that system approaching the Lesser Antilles, and that does become a hurricane, and that does impact Puerto Rico, the eastern side of Puerto Rico, with some tropical storm force winds, and also impacts the Virgin Islands much more intensively, probably with hurricane force winds. This is probably a Category 2 hurricane as it moves through the Virgin Islands, and then it very rapidly intensifies into a Category 3 hurricane. Now, this is not exactly going to happen. This is not the exact thing that's going to happen. I keep forgetting to change the scene. Oh my gosh. Well, let me just do that. Why is that not working? Am my hotkey still working? Why is that not working? Alright, well, I'm just doing that. Oh, and I forgot to change the scene here. Let me just change that. This is gonna take a little while. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just have to manually change it. What? How did I do that? Huh? Where did it go? Did I change the opacity? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, let me see if I can... What? Why is it invisible? Whatever. I'll fix that later. But yeah, I currently have one tornado warning active. I just wanted to show this hurricane briefly. So this is supposed to move, thankfully, out to sea. And then we're supposed to get another one, but that's way too far out. Realize this is way too far out, so it's not close enough to where it warrants my attention, because it models way far out. They really can't predict the future. So this is unlikely to happen. It could impact Puerto Rico. It could do anything. I think we can say that a system is going to form, and the NHC believes that too. You can see there is a 30% chance of a system forming towards the Puerto Rican area, towards Dominican Republic, towards the Lesser Antilles, and that is the system that we saw on the models. So we'll have to watch that system as it moves through. Once again, I have to manually check that. Let me see. Why can't I move to that scene? I'm gonna have to do that, because it's not working. Sorry. I'm just holding this guitar pick in my hands. I don't know. Yes, 30% chance for the tropical system in 5 days. That is what we're currently seeing. Let's see if we can get that camera again. Alright, there's the cloud. Oh, that's old. Let me refresh it. It's gone now. It's gone. So I moved off screen, most likely. This is what we're seeing. That looks a little weird, but I don't think that's a tornado, so don't worry. We have those green and blue colors. Sometimes that means a tornado, but not all the time. Sometimes that can just be deceiving, because the radar is not perfectly aligned with the rotation. Oh, yeah. Let me change. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Someone's talking in the background. I mean, this is also a notable area of rotation near Greenville. Let me see where that's heading. That's heading about northwest. So it's about to reach 587 over there, Interstate 587. That will approach towards Falkland and Fountain. That is an area of rotation. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a tornado warning on that, because it does seem interesting. It does seem almost as strong as this area of rotation, so I wouldn't be surprised if they put in a warning on that. We'll have to wait and see. Still just one tornado warning active. Let me just show the camera again. There it is. Still not updating that much, which is unfortunate, but there it is. So here's a current view of North Carolina at the moment. We do have that one tornado warning near Goldsboro and Kinston. Don't know if that's producing. Okay, this area of rotation has kind of died off. So I don't think they're going to put a tornado warning on that anymore. That was near Greenville. It very quickly died off. It very quickly de-intensified. It broadened out, basically. This one still looks interesting, but I do think it's a little weaker than it was before. Yeah, that also is kind of weakened. Let me see what they said. Yeah, they just said radar indicated rotation. So that also is kind of weakened. So I think soon we're going to have this tornado warning expire, and then we'll be down to 0 tornado warnings again. So don't worry. We do also have a lot of flash flood warnings in effect. You can see all along this area towards Rocky Mount, Henderson, Durham, Raleigh included in that too, Greensboro, High Point, Charlotte, down towards Wilmington, all of the major cities in North Carolina, basically, and then down towards Kingstree, South Carolina. We all have flash flood warnings over there. So basically what you want to do in those flash flood warnings, you want to get to a higher area. It's basically the opposite of a tornado. You want to get to a higher area of your house or some building, further up in the sky. So alright, so still have this tornado warning active. Let me see if I'm on the right scene yet. Let me see if that color source works now. Why is that not working? Select color. I have no idea why that's not working. I have no idea. Alright. Whatever. You're welcome, K-Ferg. If that's how you pronounce it. Trying to give off as much information as possible so you guys are up to date. And thank you to Rob Teasy as well. Yeah, this area of rotation has really died off. I don't think there's anything on it anymore. Let me just check that camera just in case, or any other cameras that work. That camera is not in a good location. X. These are basically the same camera. I don't get it. Yeah, these are the same camera. I don't get it. What's going on? That isn't really working. Well, it is, but it's just not a good view. Yeah, they're gonna let this tornado warning expire. It does seem like the area of rotation has definitely decreased. Let me change the scene so let's see if cameras work. There's Storm Projection Center. There's that GFS model. There's that 30% chance of development. By the way, if you hear rain in the background, I think that is from Debby, so interesting to know. Oh, weird. That is working on... Yeah. Oh, The red box is back. I have no idea what it did. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Let me see if... let me just see something. That storm chaser I was using the other day is live again, but... I don't know if I'll use them yet. They could be close to where they were yesterday, so... I don't... Honestly, let's not use them yet, because we don't have major areas of rotation, so... And I don't know, I don't even know if I can use them. Well, we'll see. They allowed me to yesterday, so I don't know about today. Alright, I'll be right back. I did something wrong, but whatever. And I'm back. Yeah. Is this trying to materialize again? Unsure. It's moving there. Do have that tornado warning active, so we continue to await. Let's see if we do have any other warnings. No, not really. Just that one tornado warning. I don't know why that red box isn't working again. It sometimes works and then sometimes doesn't. Maybe it just shuts off when I don't see it. I have no idea. Oh, that's why it's on that scene, but it just isn't on this scene. Let me do that. It's not working. Just a quiet picture at the moment, so that's why I'm not saying much. Over here, there's a little area of rotation, but that's kind of far away, the radar. Is it here? Not really. That would be near Greenville. But I don't see it. Not even on here. So, it's fairly inactive at the moment. We do still have a tornado warning active. Just one. And 33 flash flood warnings. Oh my gosh. All across North Carolina and South Carolina. That's all from this system, Tropical Storm Debby, which is still at 40 miles per hour at the moment. And you can see a couple of tornado reports from last night, earlier this morning, so forth. I mean, this is an updated view, but you really can't see anything. I don't think there's anything. I don't know. I don't think there was anything on the ground ever. So that's good. I mean, you can see a storm back there, but... Let me move back to this scene, and I'll figure that red box somehow. Do not worry. Let me just get rid of it, and then bring it back. Ah! Tornado warning's gone. Tornado warning is gone. So let me change that back. I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to change things. There we go. So currently 0 tornado warnings active. Let me change it on the other scene. Okay. There we go. Not much to talk about at the moment. Oh, wait. Let me see this. Which scene am I on? Oh. This is trying to materialize yet again. It's not really succeeding at the moment, but it's trying to get some rotation back. This was never warned, so I mean, I'm really just waiting to see what happens with this. Let's see, do we have any 587? That's 587. So right here. I mean, it's kind of flooded, that's all. But I mean, I guess that's something. Here, let me just, yeah. Really can't see much, but let's see what that area of rotation is. I mean, I don't know if that's heading in the correct direction. I think that's looking north. Let's see if there is anything north of that. No, not really. If we can just get 587, head north. Let me just change the scene again. It might be put up to 40%. I have no idea. It could. So we'll just have to wait. I'm in still an area of rotation over there. Let me just see this. Still looking north. I have no idea. Here, let me just close out all these. There we go. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just checking the Storm Chasers feed that we did yesterday. I don't think we can use it, so. That's fine. All we need is just the radar. Let me see what scene I'm on. Let me get back to... Yeah, this area of rotation near Pine Tops is interesting. I mean, it has some rotation on it, but I also have an area of rotation near Wilson. It's looking interesting. I noticed a few people were pointing that out. Up, new tornado warning, and it's for this. It's for this. So that makes sense. That's a new tornado. Alright, let me just change everything. Everything. Yep. Alright. So, this is an area of rotation near Wilson. It's moving up to the north. Don't know if they're going to put a tornado warning on that, but they did put a tornado warning on this, which, to be honest, now doesn't look that good, even. It kind of weakened. But still, Rocky Mount has to be in their safe spot. Rocky Mount does have to be in their safe spot. They're right in the path of this. So be aware in that area. One tornado warning active. Just one. I don't think that's anything. It looked like something, but I don't think it's anything. Doesn't look like much. Still have that tornado warning active, though. So still be aware. There's just not much to say. That's why I'm not speaking. There really isn't that much to say. Alright, so this got a special weather statement. That was an area of rotation that we were watching. It got a special weather statement. Oh, jeez, it's all inside those flood warnings. I don't know how I'm gonna get to that. I don't know how to do this. How do I... Oh, let me just... here. Let's just stay. Yeah. Doppler radar has indicated weak rotation with the storm. If the storm intensifies and rotation strengthens, a warning may need to be issued. So, it does show that some weak rotation has occurred with the storm, but it's still not that intense at the moment, so they're not going to put a warning on it yet. But still, be aware that there's some gusty showers approaching you in Middlesex, Bailey, Sims, Wilson, Lucama, which just got impacted by a tornado earlier this night, Black Creek, Spring Hope, Bunn, Zebulon, and all the way up there. But the main focus is this tornado warning that we have active that is approaching towards Rocky Mount, and it continues to look interesting, but definitely is not great concern or anything as such. Still have this tornado watch in effect. Let me see if I can get a camera on Rocky Mount. Rocky Mount. I do have a camera here. So let me see if I can... Whoa, what is that? This looks weird. But that's just a raindrop, so... It does look like a tornado a little bit, but it's not. It's just clouds. Yeah, my hotkeys are still not working. Let me just change this a little. Yeah, there we go. Can't see much there. Can't see much there. Can't see. It's just a very foggy picture, honestly. There's Rocky Mount, so let's see this. Let's see where this rotation is. Says on one tornado warning and one special weather statement. It's on like the southeastern side, so let me... Can't see much. Just see a rainy picture over here. No cameras, unfortunately. Let me check if there's any cameras in Rocky Mount. Let me just... That's news. Not much. I'm just gonna have to deal with the webcams. That's fine. This area of rotation is weakening, though. It's brought. Why is Siri on? Don't know. I got Siri on for some reason. But yeah, looking at this area of rotation again, we currently see that there is an area of rotation trying its best to develop, but it's failing at the moment. It's heading right into Rocky Mount, but it really is not that strong, so I don't think there's anything on the ground with it. It's just radar indicated rotation, so it's not like there's a tornado on the ground with this or anything. So I don't think we're going to see much with this. Jeez, this is getting a little bitchy. Let's see if we can get some more tornado reports. Let me just change. Alright, so here's a view of some more tornadoes that occurred over the past few days. Just because we're looking, because we don't really have much else to do at the moment, so. A few EF1 tornadoes, some EF0 tornadoes. Not much, to be honest, but you can see there was this EF1 tornado that was just confirmed near Isle of Palms with winds of 87 miles per hour. There was also a few EF0s near Charleston. We still don't have those tornado ratings from the North Carolina tornadoes last night. You can still see, now we have damage points for these Ohio tornadoes, so you can see the damage there, but I'm not going to show it because we're still kind of in a rush. Still have that EF2 in Michigan, apparently. There's 3 rivers. Not much, but I just wanted to show that. Alright, let's look back at this area of rotation. Not much here. It kind of fell apart over here near Wilson. I mean, it's still there a little, but not much. I mean, that's very small. It's very small rotation near Rocky Mount. Very, very small. So I don't think we're going to see much, but it's there. I mean, it's not like it isn't. I'm going to have to go for a second, so be right back. New update. The SBC outlook. Do have an extension to the 5%. I'm guessing now it continues later. That heads all the way into Martinsburg, West Virginia. Very notable. That is interesting. But other than that, not much changes. Still have Jacksonville and Emerald Isle and their 5%. I mean, it's all going to start. It's all going to start very soon. But we're still not seeing it at the moment, so I don't know. I don't know. It's all we're seeing at the moment, but just seeing this tornado warning continue to move to the western areas of Rocky Mount, but it's not that much. And this is still an area of rotation too, but really it's fairly inactive at the moment. I was expecting it to be more active, so we might end here and then just come back later on when stuff happens. I won't need like a new thumbnail or anything or a new setup. I'm just gonna keep this set up. So, I'll be able to go live right away, but yeah, I mean, I'm just not gonna sit here waiting all the time. But we'll see. I mean, if stuff gets active again, we will be here. We will be here. But yeah, extension of the 5% risk. Extension of the 5% risk. Let's see the SBC now. There we go. Extension of the 5% risk. Now it includes West Virginia, too. Includes Chesapeake. All the way up to some of the Washington, D.C. suburbs. So that's something to note. And let's see. This hasn't updated yet. It's going to update, though. We'll see if that has anything to do for us. Yeah, just this one tornado warning at the moment. Not too much. We're pretty good at the moment, so let's hope that continues. I mean, there is some rotation here near Dorches, but it's kind of weakened by now. I mean, it's sort of trying to strengthen again, but it's not really succeeding at the moment. I mean, there's a little bit of rotation, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait. I don't think they're gonna extend this. Yeah, we do also have that 2% extending all the way into Pennsylvania now. Into Altoona, Chambersburg, Somerset, all those places in Pennsylvania. Still, tornado warning right in the center of North Carolina. Well, not quite in the center, but you know. Just checking. Oh, tornado warning gone. Tornado warning is gone. So that's good news. Still trying to strengthen. Not really. So I guess we're going to end it here. We'll be back soon. just in case if anything crazy happens. It's just not that active at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, things are going to change. So, for now, I'm just going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. If you don't know what notifications look like, it's a bell, comment, to subscribe, and also make sure to like this video. I don't care if it's like, if you really don't like this video, fine, dislike. But anyways, guys, it's just, isn't it just so notable? It's just sensational when you realize that all you have to do in life is stay on the moist data on the road freeway. It's not all you have to do in life, but